Hey everybody, we are back for our second design. This one is going to be it's going to have some more steps to it than the other one. It's not going to go so simply. For this one, stamp-wise, you need your Flirty Flamingo ink pad. You will need the big flower from the Forever Lovely set. You will need the soft seafoam stamp pad and the two small leaves out of the same stamp set. You need the memento pad, and you need the Wishing You a Lovely Day sentiment from the Forever Lovely stamp set as well. The happy birthday, because this is a birthday card, remember? So for the happy birthday, I did the birthday banners out of the annual catalog. I used It's Birthday, Happy Birthday from that. So that is stamped in the memento as well. But any birthday, if you've got other birthdays in your stock of stamps, I'm sure you can find some. You can use that as well. Alright. As far as other extra tools and things, I definitely suggest a Stamparatus, our new cool kit. So if you don't have this yet, I suggest pausing the video and going ordering one actually. And remember, it's celebration, so that'll count for getting a free item. And the other tool is our little spiral brush, our little embossing helper here. You will definitely want something like this or a little piercer or something to help poke these little detailed pieces out. The other cool thing that you are going to want is definitely you're going to want it or you're not going to be able to cut. You want the precision plate. You'll find this in the back with the other Big Shot stuff. So you'll definitely want this to cut out those small images. And I will show you some more tips here in a little bit. Starting off, get your card base. Always a simple part first. Fold it in half. Make sure your edges line up. Get your bone folder if you've got one. Make it crisp and clean here. So that's all ready to go for you. Next step, you'll want to go ahead, and I guess we'll just go ahead and get it out of the way here. You want to get your lovely lipstick square piece. This should be about 4/4 by 4 3/4. And the little tip here for cutting. So you want the magnetic plate and you want the precision plate. So for this, so you're going to start cutting this out first. Don't go ahead and do anything else. You want to do this first. So you'll line that up on there. And for this, you want to make sure, see these little edges right here, they just emboss. So this is going to be the solid inside. See how these little edges are embossed here? So this is going to be the inside of your card. So you want to make sure it's facing in the paper. And you'll line it up like so. And you'll just make sure that this flower here is borderline to the paper. And then you'll just flip it over and you'll do the other side the same way. And make sure that these ends are lined up, kind of going straight. They're not going to go completely straight, but just make it at an angle. So if you cut it out like this, you should be fine. And you'll need just one more plate to go on top of it to run it through the Big Shot. So that said, so here's our finished piece right here. What you're going to do next, though, before you stamp anything, is you're going to take this piece and you're going to lay it on top of your base here, your base of your card. Get it in the middle or wherever you want to put it. And get yourself a mechanical pencil or any kind of pencil that has a light tip to it. And this is the only way that I was able to figure this out to get it all lined up. So you stamp it in the right spot and it's lined up perfectly on the card. So you're going to outline, let's see, you're going to outline these flowers. All the tips, and just do it lightly, don't go too hard. And just do enough markings so you know where to put the stamp on the Snipparatus. See how I'm not doing really the center of these? Make sure you do some of the leaves because the leaf set is a different stamp than your flowers. Okay. That should be enough on that side. And you'll want to go ahead and do the other side while you're at it, because it's going to line up just a little differently. So do the same thing, do this outer edge with the flowers. You want to do this leaf. This leaf here. So make sure this is a leaf here. These are petals. Yeah, I tried this for hours trying to figure out how to line up this framelit piece with the stamp set. And I'm sure a lot of you perfectionists out there really want this to be perfect, or it'll drive you nuts like it does me. So now there you go. Here's, now you want to go with your dark first. You don't want to do the light leaves. So now on the bottom, if you didn't know, you have your magnets. What I found too, instead of going corner to corner, I thought it best to do straight smack in the middle, because these, how it's lined up, it lines up right with these corners right here, the paper does. So I know that is the center. Alright, now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to line it up. So I know that flower and this flower and that go together. So these lines perfectly with this. Now I'm going to press it in so it matches up on the plate again, and make sure my paper doesn't move. And now I'm going to take Flirty Flamingo and I'll ink this up. And don't worry if you get some on the plate itself. It doesn't get on your paper at all. It stops on this magnet. So now I will press it down Now, what's cool about this is even though I've inked it up, these will erase. And I actually found it easier to erase it after inking it up than to, erase it before I stamp it. It comes off easier for some reason. I'm not certain as to why. But there you go. Now flip it over. And if you've got our chamois, this is our chamois. You can't tell, but it used to be purple. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up. Because this fits perfectly now. So that's all clean again. And I'm gonna peel it off, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing because it's going to be a little different than this other side. So that's why I did both sides. Alright. Okay. Now I'm going to ink it up again. It down as hard as you can. There we go. And now I'll clean this off, and then I'll switch it out for the leaves. So you want this little indention piece right here. Those are your leaves. They fit perfectly in between these flowers. Put that in. There's my ink pad here. And for this one, you want the soft sea foam ink pad. And now I'm going to peel this off and get these lined up. This fits in easier once you've done the flowers. It fits in a little easier, but it's still nice to have the some of the leaves just to give yourself a little stencil. So now, fold in the plate first before inking. Alright, now take your soft sea foam, ink up the leaves. And now you will fold it in, and you'll ink this up. There we go. Voila. Now you will flip it over, do the same thing, and I will clean up this again. So, like I said, there's a little more steps to this card than the last one. The last one just flew by. And this chamois, oh my goodness. I love this. This is the best cleaning product in a very long time. Right. Let's put it back on. These leaves figured out. That one, and now I'll get this one here. Looks like everything's in place. it. Ink it up. And press down. So, if you didn't think you needed a stamp apparatus yet, I believe you think you need one now, don't you? Alright, erase these little stencil outlines here. Yeah, once when I figured out how to do this, and there's probably even a better way, but this was the best way I could figure out. But once when I figured out how I could outline this perfectly, I really wanted to just have a party. So I went through many trials and errors for a while. There's paper trails to show it. So, there we go. Now we'll move this out of the way and we can get on to more assembling. Okay. Alright, so this should line up now. There we go. So exciting. Okay. Alright, so our next step for this now